you can handle this type of situation?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you remember about Natalie's demeanor that day?
I remember her when she came in, she was calm, especially for a 15-year-old.
And was she asking for anyone or doing anything?
She asked for her mother multiple times.
At this time, I'm going to go ahead and introduce into evidence State's Exhibit 79, which are Natalie Griffith's medical records. And we're introducing them under the business records exception.
Yes. Okay. All right, 79 is admitted.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'm just going to hand these to you in case you need them when you're answering questions. Can you tell us what time Natalie arrived at the hospital?
Natalie was registered in the emergency department at 12:01.
And how was she transported there?
By ambulance.
Did you participate in assessing her when she arrived at the emergency room?
Yes, ma'am.
And how old was she?
Natalie was 15.
Can you describe what her injuries were?
Yes, ma'am. Natalie had appeared to what be a graze wound across the top of her left breast, a penetrating wound to the upper left arm on the medial and lateral side, also a large wound to the left wrist.
And when you say graze wound, can you tell us what you mean by that?
It appeared something had cut through the tissue of the top of the left chest. It did not penetrate in, but it was kind of filleted open.
Okay. And can you tell us what you mean by penetrating wound?
What we assumed to be a GSW at the time, a gunshot wound.
And I think you indicated that there was a lateral and then...
Yes, ma'am. There was a wound to the medial side of the arm and the opposite side of the arm.
And in terms
potentially a entrance and exit wound.
Okay, so an entrance and exit wound of a gunshot?
Yes, ma'am.
And you also indicated there was another wound on her wrist.
Yes, ma'am.
And what was the cause of that wound?
Most likely a GSW.
And again, GSW is shorthand for gunshot wound?
Gunshot wound, yes, ma'am.
Is that a term that y'all use?
Yes, ma'am.
Based on your training and experience both as a shock trauma nurse as well as a fire and EMT, are those types of injuries painful?
They are very painful, yes, ma'am.
And based on the location of the gunshot, was it possible that Natalie could have lost the use of her arm?
Potentially, yes, ma'am.
During the course of her treatment, were photographs taken of her injuries?
Yes, ma'am.
And were those taken at the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
And were they also made part of the medical record?
Yes, ma'am.
And Your Honor, this time I am going to show pictures and display them to the jury. Some of the pictures are graphic, so I wanted to put a notice on the record for the audience as well as the jurors that there will be a few graphic pictures being shown.
Thank you.
Okay. And we're going to bring these pictures up. They are just part of State's Exhibit 79. So I'm just going to ask you, as I bring them up, this is on page 15 of the medical records, if you could describe what that injury shows.
I believe this is the posterior side of the arm, or what I was calling the lateral side, the back side of the left arm, a potentially exit or entrance wound from a GSW or a gunshot wound.
And we'll move to the next page, which is page 16 of State's Exhibit 79. And can you tell us what that shows?
Yes, ma'am. This is the larger wound that you see towards the middle is what I told you was like the graze wound, where it was kind of filleted open. And then that is another penetrating wound just above the orange tourniquet on the arm that could have been an exit or entrance.
Okay. And I assume there was no bullet or bullet fragments found in her arm, suggesting that it exited. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right, we'll move to page 17. All right, can you tell us what that shows?
This is the left anterior wrist.
All right, and again, that is an apparent gunshot wound?
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll move this to page 18.
It's a different angle of the same wound.
Okay, thank you. And there's one more on page 19.
And same wound, yes, ma'am.
Thank you. As far as the injury to the wrist, was it also possible that she would have lost the use of her wrist based on that injury?
Yes, ma'am.
While Natalie was at the hospital, what treatment did she undergo?
She received IV antibiotic therapy. She went to the OR for repair of that right wrist, washed out of the left wrist, I'm sorry, washed out of the left arm as well. And then after the OR on the floor, when she was admitted, she did receive screening for PTSD.
And can you just tell us what you mean by wash out of the arm?
To clean out any debris that might be left in the arm to prevent infection.
Does that aid in the healing of the injury?
Yes, ma'am.
You also indicated that she was screened for PTSD.
Yes, ma'am.
And what was the result of that screening?
The result was positive.
And that means that she had screened that she did have PTSD.
Yes, ma'am.
And can you tell us when she was discharged from the hospital? I believe it's on page 1.
Is it on page 1?
Under discharge information.
She was discharged September 25th at 12:39 in the afternoon.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have any further questions.
All right. Mr. Cross?
No questions.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
State calls next, please.
State calls Jackson Beaver, and Joseph is a juvenile.
All right, resume the media. We have the juveniles at time, so the same instructions regarding no filming or photographing or broadcasting anything about the witness's face.
All right, Jackson, I'm going to go ahead and have you raise your right hand. Perfect. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. And I'm going to start by having you say your name, and if you'll spell your first name and